I get broads in Atlanta. She said
take pictures, so I decided to were once plastered. Excavations have revealed that there were groups of There's another one of those wall defensive windows. And we sat down. Turn the video and pray that we can get out of here. I guess the big fall, the waterfall, I guess, the big one. Over, look. Hey, I'll take
You want to flag them down?
Okay guys, I'm back. So I made it up to Jemez Pueblo. Yeah, there wasn't very much to do. Take pictures, so I decided to come to the old Pueblo Mission. It's like one of the oldest missions in New Mexico. Comes, I think it's like 1629 or 1626, something like that. Well, this is just beautiful. Anyway, this is the Kiva. This is a ceremonial place. I wish I could record in there, but to respect their religion, I'm not going to. So I'm just going to tell you what I see down there. So it'll be cool. Alright guys, I was wrong. This was constructed in 1621. That's crazy. Could you imagine? That was about 14 years after the founding of Jamestown, and 23 years after the founding of the province of New Mexico. And just beautiful. Just beautiful. Over there, that's the Jemez Creek. Might go over there. Sneak on over there. During the first decades of the Spanish colonization in Mexico and South America, professional architects and engineers brought building knowledge to the new provinces. Such was not the case in 17th century New Mexico. No secular building experts entered this area among the colonists. The friars were left to their own devices. They relied upon their memories of the fine churches in Europe and Mexico, and translated those memories to the soil of New Mexico. The mission church took on a new form of influenced by the local materials available. Laborers who were untrained in massive construction and the friars' personal knowledge of the architectural principles. The churches not only served as the houses of worship, but were built with defensive measures in mind. The church door is 11 feet wide. This seems to have been a unit of measurement for the nave. For the nave is about 33 feet in width and 110 feet in length. Pretty big. Wow, this is just beautiful. Oh, this is what they found in there. That's pretty cool. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's pretty bright out here. The nave, these barren walls were once plastered. Excavations have revealed that there were groups of murals which were executed al fresco, are among the few found in any 17th century churches in the Southwest. Boldly executed fleur-de-lis and other patterns were found, as well as realistic Indian motifs in green, red, blue, yellow, black, and white. Along the walls are the remains of 12 pedestals, which most likely supported religious statuary. Other walls decorations would have included the 12 stations of the cross hung between the pedestals and other religious paintings. Ooh, wow, that's a big lizard. So those are the pedestals they're talking about. Give you guys an idea, I'm 6 feet tall. Okay? Look how much higher the entrance door is from me. Jeez Louise. Wow, this is beautiful. Alright guys, well I'm gonna take some pictures now, so I'll get back to you. Peace. Back, and something that I thought was cool up there in the tower, you can see where the bell used to be. That's spectacular. This is by far the grandest nave I've ever been in, because the other ones are just like ground level. This thing goes up like different flights, and it's crazy. Look. Oh, I'm gonna stand in the shade. It's freaking hot. You notice how the windows are kind of like it's like a V shape. That's for defensive purposes. Like New Mexico back then was always at war, always being attacked. And so when they built this, they, like they said, they had defense in mind. So you'd be in here with either your arrows. You'd be in here with either arrows or a gun, or like a musket. And you could have plenty of room right here. Whereas with the narrow slit right here, it was harder for whoever was attacking to, hit you. It's neat how they had it. This is old medieval stuff right here. It's just spectacular. Alright, so we're going down here. Then we're going to go on to the rest of the church. Over the centuries, the stone steps have worn away. So you can see where they try to reinforce it right there from when it was, yeah. So you can only imagine how grandiose this was back then. Don't want to read it because I'm just too hot. I wonder where that led to. There's another one of those wall defensive windows. Or portals or whatever. I don't know what they were called. But this is just spectacular. I've been here before. Back in October. And this is just before I started doing videos. And it was here that gave me the idea to start taking pictures and stuff and doing videos, because of all the good pictures that I had. That was a fun trip. We lost Eric. I don't know where he is. The last I remember, he was long way behind me, so I don't know if he got slowed up and he finally, overpassed me or what, but see, this whole section here was where the priests lived and anybody who was involved in the church lived. This is where they had like their bedrooms, places to like, eat. They had gardens. They had other places for the servants. And look, I don't know if this part here is part of the church, but look at that old fireplace. That's cool. That is just cool. It's crazy how like like something I always think about is something that I always think about is what is buried underneath us that we can't see. Like, yeah, history is only written by the material that's left behind, but what happens if you haven't found it yet? It's just amazing. Look, there's a little wall right there. I wonder what that was for. Yeah, here's another view of the church. It's beautiful. Absolutely, I'm surprised it's as big as it is. We got to be careful for black ants, and I've been bitten by a black ant, like the big ones that have the huge jaws. Hurts like a bitch. But here's the view, and then down here there's a creek. I'm gonna try to find a way to get down there so I can show you guys. Peace. There's the creek, or the creek. Damn. It's a little red this time. gets bigger as we go further up that way, up north. Or I wonder if this is just a tributary, or a little stream off of it. But I remember when I came up here, I was with Eric and Brandon. And we hiked up there, and then we sat down. Let me see if I can do that here. And by the way, I found out my phone is, whoa, those are some huge spiders. I'm not going over there. Fuck no. Oh, there's another one. There you go, Dad. Look how big that fucker is. I know, sorry I cussed. But okay, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Oh, and I walked past that guy. Okay, going back up. Going away from all that. So I'm gonna try to get a hold or find Eric and see where he is, and then go from there. Peace.
That rooster went from all the way over there to like 2 steps up. Yeah, dude, that's how I got attacked by right there.
Just like that one?
Fucking thing latched onto me and I kept on running and then I fell.
Bah! Bah!
Pretty cool.
Is that a turkey?
No, it's a type of. My sister-in-law's mom had a big old farm. And they had.
Alright guys, I'm back, and we added 2 more people to the adventure today, and it's going to be pretty fun. Right now I'm driving down this dirt road because we are almost where this is how we get to the waterfall. Jemez Falls. About a mile and a half of this, and this is going to be pretty fun. Hope you guys enjoy it. Alright guys, we're back. So that dirt road turned into a pretty treacherous one, especially at the last like 200 feet. So we had to park a little further up, but we lost our 2 companions. They had to go to one of them had to go to the restroom, and the road was just too bad for his car, so I don't think he'll be coming. But I'm sorry, dude. I really like, if you're Toby, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I didn't know the road got that shitty. But here we are. Eric's getting all hot and bothered. So I'll return with the video. This is probably a return with the video, and pray that we can get out of here. Peace. Yeah, we finally made it. Now you got here before I did. Whew. Damn, that is a drop. Whew. Wait, is there a way over there?
There is down where.
Whoa! Alright guys, so we found the main, I guess the big fall, the waterfall, I guess, the big one. And I guess this is the family one. But it's pretty cool. Man, shit. I'm exhausted. I am tired. But this was completely worth it. Don't you think so, Hammer? Oh, it was beautiful.